श्रीनाथादिगुरुत्रयं गणपतिं पीठत्रयं भैरवं सिद्धौघं वटुकत्रयं पदयुगं धूतीक्रमं मण्डलं वीरान्ध्यष्टचतुष्कषष्टिनवकं वीरावळी पञ्चकं श्रीमन्मालिनिमन्त्रराजसहितं वन्दे गुरोर्मण्डलम् ॐ बीजपूरगदेक्षकर्मकुरुजपचक्राब्जपाशोत्पल व्रयग्रस्वपिशानरत्नकलशायः प्रोद्यत्कराम्बोरुवः ध्येयो वल्लभया स पद्मकरया आश्लिष्टोज्ज्वलद्भूषया विश्वोत्पत्तिविपत्तिसंस्थितिकरो विघ्नेश इष्टादद माधर्मे मधुकैटभग्निमहिषः प्राणापहारोऽध्यमे हेलनिर्मितधूम्रलोचनवधे हे झण्डमुण्डार्दिनी निःशेषीकृतरक्तबीजदनुजे नित्ये निशुम्भापहे शुम्भध्वंसिनि संहरा सुदुरितन् दुर्गे नमस्तेऽम्बिके सर्वं श्रीचण्डी महालक्ष्मी श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः सद्गुरुं श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः Welcome once again to all the faculty members. Today we are in session 2 of our faculty development, mentorship and training series. We have our beloved Acharya Shri Tarunima joining us on giving a session regarding mentorship, student engagement, and building a learning culture. I'm sure that she's going to enlighten us with all her experiences, with also the practical aspects of what the theories talk about in general, about managing and mentoring the students from the aspects of pedagogy, curriculum, and particularly from the lens of a Gurukula system. Over to Acharya Shri Tarunima to conduct the session. Thank you.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram, Guruji. I may be an experienced teacher, but please pardon me. When I see you, I start fumbling in between. So if I make many mistakes, please pardon me, Guruji. Before starting this session, I would like to tell one thing. Uh, like, instead of doing all these sessions, I can simply in one line, I can say, just follow Guruji. Which I have been doing it for a long time. So just observe his way of teaching, how he encourages the students, supports students. So that itself is more than enough. But Guruji has given an assignment. I'll try to deliver it to the maximum possible to my best. I'll start, Guruji. Okay. Now, the core intention of this session. Okay, to help faculty members understand the emotional, psychological, spiritual, and ethical dimensions of becoming a teacher within the Gurukula system, particularly, and to cultivate maturity, sensitivity, and responsibility in handling students and sacred learning spaces. This is what is today's intention of conducting this program. And what it means to be a teacher. First, let us discuss teacher. And here, so teacher is not a status or a recognition alone. Okay, a teacher becomes a kind of visible energy within the classroom that we have to always keep in mind. The students observe not only knowledge but also behavior, attitude, and emotional responses of a teacher. Okay, before going to the class, the preparation of a teacher is very much required, as you all know very well. Okay, so we will start like how we, okay. In in many institutions, teaching begins and ends with delivering the content. But in Gurukula, it is special. Teaching is only one small component. The real challenge of the teacher is to keeping the students engaged. That is very important. Helping them remain consistent and encouraging them during difficulties, building a learning culture that survives beyond a single class. So it is not only about the teaching, it is like how we engage the students with our motivation, with our encouragement and support, that all matters. So just not the teaching of the concept here. So we should connect with the students, but not personally. Only when in the classroom, the teacher should be connected to the students. I can say the as I said, it is a visible energy. So students follow us, students for they copy us, they follow us. So we have to of course, the exhibition of personal emotions or nothing should be shown. Whether you have a good mood or not, it does not make any difference, it does not matter. But when you are with the students, you should show that energy which makes them to feel motivated. So by looking at the teacher's face, the facial expressions, the way the teacher delivers, it is very, very important. That brings the kind of a motivation. I remember my son's example. Like he always, the physics subject used to be very difficult for him. When he was in seventh, he was feeling that physics is not his cup of tea. So next eighth, there was a teacher who encouraged him so much. Physics became his most favorite subject, and he secured more marks in that. So the teacher plays a major role in delivering the content of the subject, which is in a very systematic way. And mainly, we should always make sure that even if it is a complicated sentence or if it is a complicated subject, before starting the subject itself, we should show in such a way that it is not complicated, it is simple, it is simple. That is that plays a kind of a mind game in students mind. It really makes them to feel. I hope you all remember when I was teaching Durga Saptashati, though it is a complicated sentence, I used to say, wow, such a wonderful sentence. It is full sentence. And I'm feeling so happy to read this. I know that it is a complicated sentence. One more thing, when I was learning, I was also feeling that it is a complicated sentence. But Guruji made us easy. He was telling, "Yeah, these are all nothing. It's all simple sentences." So same thing I followed. So now you also have to follow Guruji's teaching here. So what is okay? Today we will discuss how faculty members can help such an environment, like building a learning culture that survives beyond a single class. Okay, what is actually mentorship? A mentor is not a friend to students. That we always have to keep it in mind. And a teacher is not a counselor where you discuss your personal problems with them. No. And his teacher is not a problem solver and not a controller of the situation. A mentor or a guide. Okay, the role of the mentor is to just encourage learning, provide direction, help students remain accountable, create confidence. The first and the most foremost is creating confidence to the students that yes, you can do it, don't worry, it is not so complicated, you can do it. So create that confidence. Support in the growing. So sometimes the students feel it is not my cup of tea. It's okay, you always say one step at a day, one step a day. That will really make you feel confident. And mentor does, and the important point we have to keep it in mind here is, a mentor does not walk the path for the student. He will not walk. A mentor helps the student to walk their own path. A mentor is just a guide. A teacher is just a guidance. That's all. We will not walk along with them. We have to help them to walk. Okay, what is the difference between teaching and mentoring? Teacher just explains the concepts, conduct the classes, evaluates the assignments, gives knowledge, but mentor, along with all these, encourages consistency. That is very important in our particular Gurukula system. Consistency is what brings the growth. Today you do 5,000 japam, just for the sake of example I'm giving you. You do 5,000 japam, tomorrow you don't do, there is no consistency. Today you may have a lot of time, so you do 5,000, but tomorrow again you do 500, that consistency misses there. So we have to always make sure that consistency is very important. And next, just track the growth of the student, each student. You know how the student is learning by looking at the facial expressions of the student itself. We can find out whether the student has understood the concept, whether student is able to handle it or not. So at that time, just repeat the concepts and just give a little bit of personal attention, make them to feel comfortable, so that the students feel, oh yeah, I am being given importance. That is very important. And any obstacles, just ask what are the obstacles the student is facing. If it is personal problem, we are not related to it. If it is related to the studies, we just have to ask what are the obstacles he or she has, then try to solve it. But before solving it, bring it to the administrator's notice as well as Guruji's notice. That is very important here. You should not take any decisions on your own. That is first thing, you always have to keep it in mind. If anything is there, you just have to say, okay, I will speak to the administrator or Guruji and I'll get back to you. That is the first thing you have to always maintain that boundaries. Okay. And build the confidence of the student by telling, okay, this you can do, no problem. It's okay. Today you may not be able to do it. Give it up. Tomorrow you start with fresh. So that will feel okay. The student will feel, okay, I think I can really do it. So that confidence itself will make them to achieve a lot of heights actually. And create long term, the mentor creates a long term learners. Means the student who is in the first semester should go until the last semester. So that consistency, that long term learning encouragement will help them to walk on the path. And in the Mahavidya, we require both teachers as well as the mentors, because understanding today's students requirement is like, we have students who are working professionals, and we have homemakers, retired individuals, university students, people from different countries, and we have people from different traditions also. And one more important problem we face in our classes is that many of them who are working professionals, they come after the full day of work, family responsibilities. If it is a lady, she has to take care of the kitchen responsibility and children's responsibility. And above that, age factor, health issues, and personal struggles. I know you all understand what do you mean by for personal struggles, like relationship issues or not cooperating family members to learn. So these are all the problems our students face actually. For example, I have a lot of interest to learn, but my mother-in-law is not allowing me to learn. So it is the biggest problem I have found in our Indian marriage system. So mother-in-law wants to say, don't attend the classes, but you have to do this work. But so that is also a one important problem we have to consider while doing this. So all these things a faculty has to understand before talking to the students. Or it is not only about the 24 hours, it is not only about our classes, but it is important. But we cannot say, no, you leave all your responsibilities and just attend my classes and follow it tomorrow. You had no, that we cannot really say that. That is very difficult, because so many struggles are there. So because of so many such compassion is should be there. Okay, all these things, and we have to understand. And along with that, we are not here to just listen to their problems or listen to their struggles. Okay, if they have a struggle, whatever the with the limitation we can support them, we can support them. Otherwise, again, it is their destiny. We cannot forcibly, we cannot say that no, you have to attend the class. No, along with that, we also have to follow the standards of the quality. That is very important. That is, our Gurukula system has set some standards from our Guruji, so that we always have to follow. That standard is very important. And now let us see why students leave the Mandali, basically such classes. Because in my thing, what I have seen is students don't leave because the subject is tough, complicated. They leave because of not having the consistency. For example, today they attend the class, they feel so motivated. Tomorrow they have a function, birthday party in their friend's house. So same time, she or he prioritizes the birthday party, that consistency is gone there. Again, the next class that student attends, so that one class, missing of one class will bring a lot of difference in understanding the concept, right? So then at that time, the student may lose the interest because of not having the consistency, or work pressure, or any. I face that problem even today. By the time the class starts, guest will come to my house. So I somehow have to manage. So all those things are the reasons for not having the consistency. So we have to understand that. And sometimes they feel unnoticed, like for example, a student is attending with a lot of interest, but not even once that student is noticed. At that time also they may feel that, okay, I'm being ignored, so there is no respect for me here, I'm attending the classes regularly. So what you can do is that if you see a student continuously for 4 or 5 classes continuously, you can just put a small compliment there. Wonderful, you have been attending the classes regularly, what a wonderful consistency you are maintaining. That will not only motivate the particular student, and it also encourages the other students also to attend the classes regularly, right? So who doesn't want appreciation in this world? Everyone wants, right? So that will make them to feel, okay, I am being noticed. So other students, those who really want attention, they understand that, okay, I am being noticed, I am being observed, I'm being like, my attendance is being looked after. So they understand, okay, this is a very good system they are following, so I should be very careful. Then they start really prioritizing our classes. That is very, very important. At the same time, we should not keep on appreciating the same student multiple times. Again, it becomes a personal bonding. That is not really required here. Okay. And so here, and one more reason is that the students feel that sometimes they feel overwhelmed. For example, if 2 3 classes are there, they may feel, for example, there is a function in their house and relatives come at the same time, 3 classes are there in 1 week, they may feel overwhelmed. Okay, the classes are more, I think. So what happens is, because of the family pressure, they feel our classes are overwhelmed. So that at that time also, the chances of the students leaving the mandali is very high. And they do not see any progress in them, but they don't understand that they are not putting efforts, but they feel that it is not. And one more major problem we face here is that since it is a gurukula, they think that they come here with some problems and they expect the problems to be solved as soon as they start chanting Chandi Kavacham. Just for an example. So by chanting 2 3 days Chandi Kavacham, problems will not be solved. That we all know very well. But they come with that intention, right? Even I also joined this mandali once with the same intention that my family, I will be very happy if I read this, if I chant Durga Saptashati. But later I understood this is a Atma Sakshatkaram process. So since they are all not aware of all these things, so they here, these are all the reasons. So at that time, they lose the motivation and they start disconnecting from the classes, or they leave the mandali. At that time, we should not chase the students. The role of the faculty is to create an environment where students want to remain with us, the way Guruji is trying to monitor. So we will just follow him in that monitoring process, encouraging process, building a learning culture. That is very important. Okay. Students, we have to create such an environment where students start reading regularly, students write regularly, students ask questions in the classes, students reflect about the topic we are covering, and students interact with the teachings. But we have to make sure that unnecessary doubts will not be encouraged just for the sake of attention seeking also. We understand what are the genuine doubts, what are all the genuine concerns. So based on that, we have to deal with them. And we have to make sure that students participate consistently in the classes. That is very important. Culture cannot be created by the rules. Culture is created by repeated habits. Okay. the importance, and we should ask them to write regularly, like Guruji encourages the students to write reflections. So what are the importance of writing the reflections? First and foremost important is okay, let's talk about our mandali. One of the unique features of the Mahavidyalaya is reflection writing. Why? It's because listening is passive but reflection is active. So by writing the reflections, students understand the concept easily, better than they attend the classes, and they start reading others reflections also. So in case if they have missed any point during the classes, reading others reflections also help them to understand the concept deeply. And when they understand deeply, the questions start and they start interacting. So when they start interacting, obviously they get into the subject, they get into the topic, and they feel the difference in their thinking, in their behavior. So all clarity comes in that topic, and retention improves a lot in this. And um, reflection transforms information into learning. That is very appreciated here, encouraging participation. And so many students are hesitant. Actually, many students have a lot of inferiority complex, that they may not be perfect, they may not be able to write properly, or they may think that I may make mistakes here. Our confidence is very low because of so many issues they have been facing in their lives. For an example, a lady who has completed her first PUC or second PUC, she might have understood the topic, but she may not be able to put it across in the form of sentences because she is scared that she may make mistakes. And she may feel that this is not my cup of tea, I'm just here to learn, I'm just here to learn few shlokas and then go away from this mandali. So at that time, and language barriers, that is a very big problem many of the students face in our mandali. And maybe they would have gone to some other mandalis where, Guruji, with your permission, I would like to narrate a small incident of 1 minute. Maybe when I was a coordinator of this mandali, a student called me at 9:30 in the evening, and he was in such a bad emotion, asking, Madam, in your mandali, do you expect me to record my activities and send it to Guruji? That was the first question he asked me. I said, no, no, there are no such rules. Then he said, then I will join your mandali, whatever the rules you have. I asked, what happened? No, I for 1 year I have been attending classes regularly in other mandali, and I was following all the rules, but they removed me from the group because I did not record the video in the quality what they expected. So they removed me from the mandali. I'm feeling very sad because I thought that I'm continuing my journey, but I was removed in the middle itself. So such kind of bad experiences they have. So because of that, they think that, okay, let me not write any reflections at all. Let me just learn whatever the text is being taught in this mandali. Let me learn and just be myself. So these are all the reasons why the students hesitate to write reflections. So we need to explain them with uh, with a clarity, so that they also come forward. Guruji encourages all the students to write reflections even in their own languages. It is not that only they have to write in English. We can motivate them. It's okay. You write Telugu properly, you write in Telugu. You want to write in Kannada, you write in Kannada. Only thing is that Guruji is looking for reflections to see up to what extent you have understood the concept. It is not that you have been given marks or anything. That is very important. So we teachers have to really motivate them, encourage them, ask them, what is your problem, why you are hesitant to write the reflection. Then they may say, at that time we can give this such kind of suggestions which will really motivate them to write. And such students are like, they do wonderful jobs, take it from me. And okay, and but while doing this, we should not create a kind of a pressure. No, I saw that you have not written the reflection. You should not do like that. Whatever it is, you have to write the reflection. No, please don't pressurize the students. That is very, very difficult to handle. Okay, and um, Many of them feel that students have written such a big paragraph, but I may not be able to write so much. So that means I have not understood. So people may judge me, students may think that I have not understood. So this all these things will play in the minds of the students, right? At that time we should always say whatever is possible for you, how much ever you have understood, even if it is 4 lines, no problem, you write, but they will end up writing 40 lines actually. Okay. And our mandali has got assessments. Most of the students are scared when they listen to the word assessment actually. That too, when I was taking Durga Saptashati classes during the end of the sessions, I know you were all there with me. I was asking who has been allotted 8th chapter. Come on, I will also chant, you also chant. Who has been allotted 6th chapter? I will also come, let's revise it. So they were having such a bad face, thinking that they are going to write the biggest exam. Of course, even when I was in the situation, even I had that feeling. So assessments, so we should understand, we should explain the students, we should not scare them. We should say, come on, prepare yourself. Every day you prepare yourself, it will help you. Don't worry about the assessment. Guruji asks in which chapter you are confident, so he will help you out, he will support you. Don't worry, you, he is not so strict as he talks, so we need to make them to feel comfortable. So why these reflections, why these internal assessments, why examinations? Not to publish or not to create stress to the students, but to track the progress of the student. We have to tell them. So we need to, so there are so many, it is a Mahavidyalaya, there are so many students. So we need to track the progress of each and every student, right? We cannot just batch by batch, we cannot push them to the next levels. Those who deserve only can get into the next levels, right? That is what. So we should say that encourage the seriousness of the assessment. It's okay, you do today, you once first chapter, don't chant all the whole chapter on the first day itself. Today you chant only 50 shlokas, but be thorough with those 50 shlokas. That is what you have to encourage them. You chant, you practice first chapter 3 days, no problem. But all the 3 days, make sure that you chant all the shlokas perfectly. Today 50, you cannot chant 50, you cannot practice 50. It's okay, practice only 30, but be perfect in those 30. That is how you have to encourage them. So that will motivate. Okay, 50, oh, you cannot. They keep a kind of a face. You can, by their facial expression, you can understand whether 50 is possible or not. So then say it's okay, 40. So make them to feel comfortable, so that with your encouragement, they start practicing. That is what is the secret here. And with this, we can improve the retention and measure the understandings. So like what is their requirement, like how much they have understood. That is what we can do. Okay, a Gurukula without accountability eventually loses its rigor. That is what is the effect if the student's progress is not tracked actually. So balancing the compassion and discipline, that is very important. Attending the classes on time. Sometimes the class is at 7:30, but the students log in by 7:45, 7:50. It's okay. We understand they are busy in their professional world. They are busy in this. But still we can say, why don't you... if you are returning from the office, it's fine, I understand that, but why don't you log in on time? So just give them that feeling that discipline is very important. The class is at 7:30, yes, class is at 7:30. Sometimes it is not possible, it's okay, but you have to say next time, why don't you... there was a student, I don't want to name the student's name in this class. She used to regularly log in by 7:50. I mean, when the class was at 8 o'clock, she used to log in by 8:20 or 8:25. So one day I told her after the class, please be there in the class. I want to talk to you. I asked her, why do you come always late? What is the reason? She said, by the time I complete all my classes and I'll go out, I finish my shopping, all those things, and I come and cook. I need to cook for my father-in-law, all those things. So by the time I log in, it will be 8:15, 8:30. Then I asked her, the class is at 8 o'clock, right? So whatever the shoppings and all you do, why don't you do it half an hour to 45 minutes earlier, so that you are there in the class exactly by 8. Then she said, okay, I will put effort. So next time she logged in at 8:10, next time she logged at 8 o'clock. So that is how we have to understand and give them tips, so that here the importance is to maintain the discipline of the class. It is not that anybody can come at any time and they can log off at any time. No, that is not possible, because we are all working towards some common cause, right? So they also have come here to learn something. So we have to make them understand that discipline is very important in this Mahavidyalaya. And okay, too much of compassion without discipline leads to complacency. That is also, we have to keep it in mind. Too much discipline without compassion leads to discouragement. We cannot force them. At least we can motivate. We can ask what is their problem, why are. It is not that we are discussing their personal problems, but we are here to solve their problem or suggest their problem with related to their discipline, nothing else. Yes. And students in that matter, students should feel supported, okay, challenged, encouraged, and accountable. That support is what we all have learned from Guruji, the way he supports and the encourage. Guruji encourages each and everyone equally. Similarly, we will just follow all those encouragement. Encouraging is not like continuously, but if we find that it is required, we will step in between the class. And uh, first thing, the communication of the faculty. When it comes to the communication of the faculty, just because we are faculty, we should not be feeling a kind of authoritative or anything. The more we rise in our life, the more humble we should be. That is what I have particularly learned from Guruji. It is not that I'm mentioning Guruji's name each and every time, but whatever today I'm just following Guruji's footsteps. So that is where, so the more we are rising in our lives, the more humble we should be. And we should talk to the students, namaskaram, all those things, like respectful, and talk clearly as per the topic. Professionally, we have to speak. Like, we should not ask, why are you late? Instead, we can put it in a different way. Please attend the classes on time. Please attend the classes on time. Be punctual. Be timely to the class. So we can, please, we can use the word kindly. So all these things will not bring us down. It really makes us to makes the students to feel, okay, look at the way, because students follow us one or the other way. Forget about the children. Even the elders follow the teachers, right? So we should never criticize about the students in public, that is in the class. If anything is there, we should talk to them separately. We should say, I need to speak to you after the class. Please be there in the meeting for 2 minutes. I would like to speak to you. That's all. More than that, we should not talk anything. And we should not give any emotional reactions. How many times should I tell you? I told you, no. So all these kinds of topics should not be done in the class. We should always maintain a kind of a respectful conversation, which makes, and personal bias. For example, my friend is there in the class talking very well with that friend, and not talking very good with others. No, that should not be done. All the students should be treated equally in the class. Only when there is a doubt, we have to give them attention. Otherwise, just be simple with all the students. So because the students watch each and every sentence used by the faculty, the way the faculty shows that facial expressions and the hand gestures, everything that students observe regularly. So we have to maintain that culture in the classroom. And sometimes the difficult situations also. Sometimes what happens, today the class is having a strength of 80 students. Next day we find only 30 students in the class. Oh, what happened? Did I not teach properly? And after they come, we should not ask, why you didn't attend the classes yesterday properly? What happened? No, no such questions should be asked. Our emotions should not be displayed at all. We should always have the dignity while speaking to the students. So attend the classes regularly, Keep on telling this, but don't ask why you didn't attend the classes. That is very important. Okay. Some of the situations, the difficult situations are like students repeatedly misses the assignments, and sometimes students are argumentative. They try to argue. No, in the previous class you said ardha matra ka, and here now you are telling full matra ka. Why are you changing? So such kind of situations do occur while the classes are going on, and sometimes we find particularly, excuse me Guruji, in this in such kind of gurukulas, students always seek personal attention. Students always seek personal attention. They want to become teacher's favorite. They want to be treated with a lot of like they feel that I am chanting well, so I should be given more importance. But what our Guruji has done, have been doing all these years, is that those who seek attention, he doesn't give more importance. The person who is shy, the student who is trying to hide herself or himself, he takes their names in the class. So that is what is a very good example to more. And when we take out their names while such situations, oh, what happened? Very good. I see you that you are chanting very well. Why don't you adjust your camera so that I can see you? So such kind of words make them to understand that we are observing them, and they feel, oh, come on, that means I am also important for them. So such kind of sentences, such kind of statements make them to put their hearts into their studies. That is also a very, which brings in term a very good name to you all. That is very important, right? So faculty should always remain calm, remain professional, and follow institutional processes. That is very important. What is the rules and regulations given by the mandali, I mean sir, Mahavidyalaya? That is what we have to follow. And we should not talk anything personal apart from the rules and regulations given by the Guruji. In the first Durga Saptashati classes, Guruji had given us permission to ask doubts, so we were addressing their doubts. But in the second classes, Guruji said strictly no doubts. So while the classes were going on, so many students were raising their hands. So I used to say, no interaction. Guruji has told no clear doubt clearing sessions. It's not going to happen. So we can have to tell them, make them understand that we are professionally following the rules and regulations given by the Mahavidyalaya, and avoid the emotional reactions. Consistency builds the trust. So the way we encourage, the motivate, or support, or whatever it is, continuously. Today, talk to them in a very good way. Oh, you are doing so superb. Next day, why are you like this? No, don't do all those things. Try to talk to them in a motivational way. So this consistency in dealing with students also brings that disciplinary situation to the students also. So they observe us, right? Regularly they observe, and uh, by doing like this, we can build the future teachers for our Mahavidyalaya, because the Mahavidyalaya is growing every day. Today we may have 700 students in our Sadhaka Sangha. Maybe next year we may have 1,700. So that is the reason we need more and more faculties, more and more teachers to take up the responsibilities, right? So keep observing the students who are consistent, who are regular in their attendance, who are ready to chant, who doesn't switch off like most of the problems, switching off the camera, all those things. Keep observing, and you can give feedback to the administrator or Guruji whenever they ask about the students. So and and one of the goals of Mahavidyalaya is not only producing the students, but we are preparing for future mentors, future teachers, future organizers. Yes, and future custodians of the knowledge, means those who are ready to uplift the values or whatever the knowledge they have gained here. So we need such kind of people for our Mahavidyalaya. And faculty should identify the consistency, humility, reliability. And if you tell them, come on today, tomorrow you please practice 4 lines and come. So tomorrow, if the student misses the class, so that reliability is not there, right? But if the student prepares and come and shows interest in chanting, even if the student makes mistakes also, no problem, because we can always give them practice. But that reliability factor is very important, so you need to check that factor in students. And sincerity, that is also very important. And these qualities matter more than brilliance, as Guruji always says, that even if you are not able to chant properly, it's okay, but practice. We have to tell. Today you practice only one shloka, no problem. Tomorrow practice another two, like that. And the long-term vision. The Mahavidyalaya is not a collection of classes, but it is a learning ecosystem. Every faculty member contributes to the students' culture. Because we are representing the Mahavidyalaya, it is to be followed actually. And academic standards, institutional values, we have to value whatever the rules and regulations and policies adopted by the Mahavidyalaya. Since we are representing the Mahavidyalaya, we should follow the rules and regulations properly. And future growth of Mahavidyalaya is very important, because the organization is growing and it is growing and it has to grow and it should be expanded as a university in the future. I really don't know what is Guruji's plan, but I'm feeling that the way it is growing, it may become a university also, Chandita, Sri Chanditantra Mahavidyalaya. So all these things we have to keep it in mind while teaching or while interacting with the students. Okay, the question is not how many students attended the class. We have to give importance to the quality. How many students became serious learners because of my guidance? That is what is the question you should always have in your mind. So even if one student is there, even if 10 students are there, it should not be a matter to you. For example, today 80 students are there. Wow, so 80 students are there, I can teach well. So teaching with a lot of encouragement, a lot of enthusiasm, and tomorrow you find only 10 students in the class. Oh, there are no students at all. I'm bored. Let us continue. Let us stop the class in between. Let us complete the syllabus early, and let us log off early. Nobody is watching me. So such kind of shortcut should not be used. Whether 10 students are there, whether 100 students are there, it should not be a matter to you. Whatever the syllabus is allotted to you, whatever the like completion you have, whatever you have to complete, that have to be completed with the allotted time. In case if you have another 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we will practice it. We will practice it. The more we practice, the more we become perfect, right? Otherwise, we can still check the students. Okay, and we have another 10 minutes of time. Anybody is having doubts in, which are all the complicated lines, which are all the complicated shlokas in our syllabus. So you can ask shloka number 12. I think it is a little bit complicated for you all. So shall we all practice once again? We will all practice slowly. Come on, I will also practice along with you. You also practice, but be on a mute, please. So this is what is, you have to always keep it in mind. Okay, so practice along with them, make them to practice and say, slowly we will practice. Don't worry. The complicated words I will repeat once again so that you also can easily. And and you see them on camera, right? Because you see them, even if it is, if you, even if they are on mute, with their lip movements, you can understand that they are practicing. They are trying to, then you should say, come on. Excellent. You are practicing very well. Excellent. Do it repeatedly. Okay. Once again, you do it. So like this, you look at the facial expressions of the students in camera, and then take decisions how to encourage them. So even if it is 10 minutes, even if it is 5 minutes, don't complete the class early. This is very important, because then the students will feel, okay, anyways, the syllabus is over, they will complete early. So today I will not attend the class. No, we should not give any reason to take the classes for granted. Oh, Today I have class, I need to attend. That kind of seriousness should be there. And the faculty will log in, the class is at 8, but the faculty will log in at 7:50 only. At least let me log in at 7:55. So with our way of behavior, we can mold them without instructing them that we are molding them. You have to be more. No, we are not telling them, but we are making them to do it. Making them to do it without using any harsh words or any pressure. They should voluntarily come to our classes. They should feel that, wow, attending this class is like, I'm feeling so happy. So this is what is the feeling they should get. We should not chase them. We should not pressurize them. We should not rule them. At the same time, we should not be too. Uh, we should not be too lenient to them in their, like, if you don't attend my classes, I will lose my credibility. No, such kind of things should not be shown. Should not be shown. Okay. This is what um, I think, Guruji, regarding these questions, would you like to give them the assignment, like discussion questions? And
Yeah, you can give it. It's fine actually. You can give it. Let them write to me.
yes, Guruji. And okay. And a mentor's success is not measured by the popularity of the mentor. A mentor's success is measured by the growth of the students. For example, I am chanting very well. Okay, I'm a good chanter because I have been chanting for 4 or 5 years. I'm a good chanter. But what did the student get by looking at the way you are chanting? By teaching, you are improving your own, you are improving your chanting. Correct. And as Guruji said in the previous session, a student learns more while teaching than learning. This is my personal experience too. But here, I am chanting good, fantastic. That is the reason you have become a faculty. But from your teaching, what is the difference a student has got? That is very important. So a teacher is successful only when the student starts chanting properly. Even I am chanting well, I am teaching so well. In spite of teaching that student for 4 or 5 times, still he did not learn. It is not my problem. No, you are accountable. Then at that time, bring that issue to the student. Just bring it to the notice of administrator or Guruji. Let's follow the hierarchy here. So you have to say, Guruji, the student, I helped that student, but still she or he is not able to chant. Then let the Acharya take the decision there. But you should not say, how many times should I teach, but still you are not able to chant. No, no such things. Okay. Make sure that because of your chanting, how the student is showing the difference in the chanting. That is where the faculty's capabilities are shown. Okay. And students may forget individual lectures. They rarely forget those who encourage them to continue learning. Just because you have motivated the student, just because you have made the student to chant, it doesn't mean that you are expecting a lot of good words or you are expecting some, no, nothing. Until teaching is your responsibility. No expectations, no personal interactions, nothing. Just follow the Mahavidya rules. And don't ever feel because of you, the student got good chantings. No. Even though you are teaching, it is Guruji who is teaching. That you always have to keep it in mind. You are just a medium of communication in between. It is Guruji who is teaching because we all have learned from him. So obviously. So you should never have that feeling that I taught that student, that is why he is chanting well. No, never ever have that kind of feelings, please. Okay. And next is So the closing message is, as faculty members, our responsibility is not merely to teach, it is to build learners, preserve culture, and strengthen the Gurukula for future generations. It's a very good message which Guruji is trying to hold the culture of our Sanatana Dharma. So we are just hand holding whatever we are learning from Guruji. Yes. So a true teacher is not the one who merely speaks the most, but the one who learns to hold knowledge, people, and responsibility with maturity and grace. This is what is the concluding statement I can give. And assignment questions I'm giving now. So, what qualities made your own teachers memorable? What qualities made your own teachers memorable? How do we encourage students without becoming overly involved? How do we encourage students without becoming overly involved? And third question is, what are the biggest challenges faced by today's students? What are the biggest challenges faced by today's students? And the fourth question is, how can we strengthen reflection writing and participation? How can we strengthen reflection writing and participation? And the fifth question is, what kind of learning culture do we want the Mahavidyalaya to be known for? What kind of learning culture do we want the Mahavidyalaya to be known for? I'll just read out all the 5 questions once again. In case you have missed anything, please make a note of it. Okay. What qualities made your own teachers memorable? How do we encourage students without becoming overly involved? What are the biggest challenges faced by today's students? How can we strengthen reflection writing and participation? What kind of learning culture do we want the Mahavidyalaya to be known for? Right? I hope everyone have written properly. Okay. And thank you very much, Guruji, for the opportunity given to me. I really don't dare to speak in front of you, but still, as a part of my assignment, I have spoken. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. Highest gratitude to you for making me to speak like this. Namaskar.
Namaskaram, Tarunima. Thank you so much for that session. It was a very simple but very profound session. There are a lot of takeaways are there, I guess, practically from the teaching point of view. Tarunima has shared a lot of things, and you were all, for the past one semester, or maybe some of you are learning a little more than that. You were there on the other side. Now you would have understood the challenges that what actually teachers face in every dimension, because we need to connect with them from the learning point of view. We have to connect with them from the emotional point of view, and at the same time maintain the boundaries and distance, teach them and bring them together, and move forward was is not actually a very easy thing actually. And now you're all coming there as part of this team, to teach, to administer, to guide, and to take forward our Mahavidyalaya. And I'm sure these insights that Tarunima has spoken, it's very useful. Maybe we will have another closed door session with Tarunima, because we are now on the Zoom and in YouTube. So she was very sophisticated in many things. Maybe moving forward, we can let you know all the hidden truths about, the other the dark zones of teaching Mahavidya, and what can all be the troubles that can come in. I'm not trying to afraid you people actually. I mean, particularly she said one or two things: the attention seeking from the students, and so many other dynamics actually. How they set in, and we go through that. We go through that as a teacher. I've gone through, and as a teacher she had gone through, and then we take it together. Now you're all training to be assistants, but from here some of you would go to the next level of independently handling the papers, taking forward maybe then after the next year or something like that. And even if you're not going to do, I will place you in some or the other way in your own sadhana. You will come up in a different dimension. The only thing is that you have to just go through this process. You go through this process and you keep coming together, so some or the other way things will work out in a very different dimension. Otherwise, if you're a very challenging person and you would love to do this, you're welcome to be a part of this for a lifetime, at least for a, if not for lifetime, for 5 years at least, to be together and keep doing all these, in simple words, the headache that we do in terms of teaching and sharing this knowledge. And yeah, welcome on board. Thank you so much once again, Tarunima, for bringing this enlightening session on mentorship, which is very, very essential to be a good mentor. Because I keep doubting myself whether I'm a good mentor or not. Every day I ask this to me actually, and I keep making sure that I keep working on myself. And because if working on myself is like working on all of you, those who those are all dependent on me from different dimensions, because there is a constant expectation from me, in different ways, like in many different sensibilities, you all have expectations. So to be worthy of that expectation, you just imagine the how much of the amount of work that I would be doing. Actually, some of them even ask me this question: do you even sleep actually? Because round the clock there will be messages coming in and doing things and everything. But like, yeah, when you're passionate about something, and when you know that you are chosen for this, or rather this is your path, you cannot escape this path, then you keep doing it actually, I guess. And that's the way it evolves. And I'm trying to bring some of you into that kind of a fold, to understand that this is the purpose of life. For everybody, this is the purpose of life. You have to realize yourself actually. And unless and until we are not going to do that, it is not going to help us you know in any better sense. So thank you so much once again, Tarunima, and I'm sure that we are going to have much more interesting insights moving forward. She will be sharing with us and taking forward the mentorship of faculty training, because the entire faculty training in terms of the classroom experiences are with her actually. So she will be having other sessions moving forward in the mid of the semester, and like that she will be coming again to talk to us, because you will also have teaching experience by then, so you can be able to share the experience, and we can have a better faculty meeting in the mid of the semester. We will be definitely holding this perhaps in September or something. We'll be again having exclusive meetings with Tarunima for teaching and other reflections and everything that we are sharing. So moving forward, the third session will be it will be very interactive session. You'll be exposed to the matrubhashas, and how to handle the matrubhasha in your languages. So I'm just telling you now itself, keep your charts ready and have a notebook and pen, pencil, and everything ready for your class. So it would be an interactive session. We will be having some activities also to be a part of it. So we'll take it up. Thank you so much. Let's end the session with Mangalam. सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते जयन्ती मङ्गला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोऽस्तु ते ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्वं श्रीचण्डी महालक्ष्मी अर्पणमस्तु तथास्तु